Lee shifted in the passenger seat of the gray Toyota, the pressure in his bladder becoming a steady ache. "I need to take a break," he muttered. From behind his binoculars, Chase grimaced. "There's a mason jar in the back seat." "Really? What is this, the 1930s? "And there's a restaurant, and they could be out and gone while you're taking care of business. A PI should not be heard or seen while he's on stakeout. Never leave your post. Too easy to lose your prey." Prey? What in the world? Lee stared at Chase, squirming again. Over the past few weeks, Lee's curiosity about what Chase was really up to had worn thin, as his uncle had become obsessed with the growing relationship between Jen Marshall and Nicholas Eaton. Football camp started in a month. His senior year loomed, and Lee had come to regret listening to his mother's cajoling words about this being the perfect summer job. He would have made more money flipping burgers, and probably learned a lot more. He and Chase had only tackled 2 other jobs, enough to pay a few expenses and Lee's minuscule paycheck. The rest of the time, they had followed Jen any time she left the Marshall compound for anything other than school. Chase had her summer schedule at UAB memorized, and only during her class periods and times at home did Chase let up on the surveillance. Now they sat on 2nd Avenue North, across the street from one of the most well-known legacy jewelers in the city, and Chase's mood had soured more than Lee thought possible. "I won't lose them. If they're picking out rings, they'll be in there for a while." The sound that emerged from Chase's throat was almost feral. "They are not picking out rings. She would never marry a man like that." A man like what? Rich? Handsome? Lee did not want to voice the obvious slur, but something in Chase's tone got his attention. "Are you sure that's what your client would think?" Chase's head wrenched in his direction, the glare in his eyes dark and frightening, his voice pure gravel. "Get out. Go to the restaurant. Now." Lee did not hesitate. He grabbed the door handle and dove out of the car. His gait toward the glass door of the trendy bistro was halting as he worked out the kinks caused by hours of sitting in the small Toyota. He gave a non-committal wave at the hostess as he headed for the bathroom. Afterward, he washed his face and tried to regain some composure before heading back outside. The gray Toyota was gone. He glanced at the jewelers, but he knew without checking that Jen Marshall and Nicholas Eaton had returned to his BMW and left. Great. Chase had left him stranded an hour from home. Letting out a long sigh, Lee scanned the street for a payphone. His mother was going to kill him.